Good morning, everyone. Nice to see that the room is officially full, and I see many CFOs eyeing for the seats. So I hope we can do a little bit of lift and shift and accommodate them. What a great session by Mr. Selish to start with. I was expecting he will talk about GST and related party transactions and schedules, but he actually stole the entire speech that I was about to give on AI. So maybe I'll talk about his areas now, the accounting areas. So, but yeah, jokes apart, but great perspective and good to see that CFOs are acknowledging that there is something that needs to be done around technology and taking first step towards it. And I see the same sentiment when I go and meet the CFOs these days. I've been fortunate enough to work along with CFOs since last close to 20 years. And my expertise lies in the area of EPM. EPM is basically enterprise performance management, which combines planning, budgeting, forecasting, consolidation, and reporting. I have seen how the world has changed, and now I will say it is like a new phase that we are entering with the advent of AI. So if you see, this is an AI generated image because we are all talking about AI today, and I was thinking, how should I depict my thoughts in an image? So I did some to and fro with ChatGPT and arrived with something because I wanted to show you all that you are the driver of this car. Car represents your organization, and you are encountering all these obstacles, which are race, escalations, tariffs, financial instability, etc., etc. So in November in Delhi, I had a roundtable with our partner EY, and the topic was that modern CFO in the age of AI and how we can help EPM become better because of that. So there was a fundamental question that what is EPM, right? Because we as a technology company, we sometimes confuse our customers a lot, right? So there is an AI wave, there is EPM, there are so many synonyms and acronyms. So I just wanted to make sure that we all are on the same page when I talk about EPM. So basically, you hear terms like ERP, BI, AI, EPM, right? So where EPM comes, it's like if you imagine your organization is a car, borrowing from the previous example, you see the road ahead, right? So how you can navigate your car better. These are basically the set of plans, the set of drivers, clutch, brake, steering. So that's what we entail to provide you by these softwares. So when you're doing planning, when you're doing forecasting, when you're doing budgeting, you're basically preparing for the future. And when we talk about business intelligence, it's basically a report you are looking at the past. I'm not saying that is not important, but both are important. So it's like a rear view mirror where you see what has happened, whereas areas like planning, budgeting, forecasting are the areas which help you look forward and navigate your path better. But in organization, what is happening today is EPM is like an elephant because we all work on Excel sheets, we love them, and all the departments perceive the data differently. So that's what is happening in many large as well as small organizations also. It's a problem which is pervasive everywhere. So everyone looks at different set of data and try to do the things or manage the processes as it suits themselves. So while we talk about AI, I will in today's session like to speak about how your path towards that AI embedded decision making can be made. So I have just 10-12 minutes, so I don't want to go deep into any topic. You guys are the expert, you understand planning best, you understand the consolidation best. As your technology partner, I can only provide you some examples that how some companies has approached this topic and provided CFO a better decision-making platform. So we'll go on this journey in 3 steps. First, let me give example of my own company. Our company is Wolters Kluwer. It is a Europe-based company. CCH Tagetik is the name of the product that we sell, which helps CFOs in the decision making. Now, in last 6-7 years, our annual report has drastically changed, both in terms of sections it has to have, and also in terms of the size because of that. And same thing is happening in India also. In Europe, it happened a little earlier. In India, is happening now. So earlier, you used to report about your subsidiaries, your income, P&L, cash flow, balance sheet, etc., etc. But now so many other compliances and sections have come, right? So ESG. Now ESG is a bus that still yet to take full, I'll say, throttle in India, but in Europe it started early. So our annual report, which was 165 pages, is now 237 pages. Actually, I have not shown 24 and 25 annual report because after this, we started doing it in a PPT format, believing that will be easy rather than publishing 300, 500 pages annual report. So we have divided it into sections. So what I want to say with this slide is that it is becoming even more complex, complicated, and we have to make your life easier so you can focus more on decision making rather than compiling all the data and struggling with the factualness of the data. We did a survey with the top CFOs across the globe, and this report we will mail to all the registered attendees, so you will have a copy of that. But there are things that came out which are not surprising. This slide basically tells that everybody want to put their investment into AI. Nobody want to be behind any particular company. And they have already started doing some pilot use cases. So when I talk to you, I will speak about what CFOs are doing globally in this area of EPM when we talk about AI. So maybe if you like something, we can discuss more. We have a booth outside. But this is just to provide you the context that people have started doing seriously the pilots around AI, especially in the Office of Finance. So how we approach this EPM and AI partnership so that we help you in a better decision making. So first thing that is important is that you need to have a unified EPM platform. What I mean by that is, if today you are working on a planning in an Excel sheet and consolidation and RPT in an Excel sheet, it's very difficult for any AI system to make sense of that data because it is not linked in a proper way. So the first step is that you bring your EPM in one single unified EPM layer, because today what you have is these puzzle blocks lying here and there. So one department may be doing planning, other department may be doing consolidation, and you have other use cases like cost control, etc., etc. So first step is that we bring everything together in one single unified EPM platform. So basically you would have a ERP system, it could be SAP or Oracle or Infor or anything else. So we connect all the data together and prepare one data feed that can go into these different applications you have, and they talk to each other. For example, planning and consolidation, they actually can exist together when you have one actual set of data. So planning system will use that actual data to predict what is going to happen in future, whereas consolidation system will take it through your intercompany elimination and all these steps of consolidation that are there. But if you have unified data, that is the first step to go for it. So what we have done is, in CCH Tagetik, which is one of the few platforms where all these solutions exist on one layer of database. So we bring all the data from your ERP at one place, and then it can be on cloud or on premise. Mr. Shailesh was mentioning about ICICI Bank, they are our customer as well. So, and banks typically prefer these kind of sensitive data still on premise. So we give the flexibility to our clients to have the system on cloud or on premise. And one advantage that we have is that sometimes these softwares are different when they are on cloud or on premise, but we have kept it same because we have so many banking and defense clients that this information is sometimes very confidential and sensitive. So we provide you option to have these on your choice, what you want to have. And then you have all these modules, I will say, on one set of data. Because if you split them, then you have to, first check whether data is same or not, and that actually disturbs the entire flow and further feeding into an AI model that I will talk on step 2 and step 3. So this is the first step, that you have one unified EPM space, and there you start building all the application that you may need. Second stage is AI as a co-pilot. So the way AI will work and the way we have embedded AI in our solution is that it will help you do analysis by your human workforce, but what are the trends on a large set of data that will be helped by AI. So AI will not replace the decision making, at least for now, until it becomes sentinel or it crosses the human creativity limit, which I don't think will happen soon. But it can do many tasks which are not possible by our mind today. It can pick up the anomalies, it can look at the trends, it can help you enrich your model where human mind doesn't comprehend well into the large data sets. So we have embedded AI as a co-pilot into the entire platform. So what we do is basically help AI to pick out the trends in the data and also give you answers from the data. For example, we work with software, but software, the way it used to work in the past, you have to click and drill down and reach towards a particular UI to see your answers. With Gen AI capabilities that is there today, like ChatGPT or any other model, you can actually ask data those questions. So for example, you want to ask which are my most profitable SKUs in West region. So it can traverse the data and find you the answers. In that use cases, AI is good. But that is actually what we call generative AI. But we have also invested something in what we call objective AI, which is very important from the business perspective. So when we talk about objective AI, these are 4 or 5 use cases we have done. For me, the most interesting ones are driver-based analysis and predictive intelligence. So, and these are the different applications that we have. So basically, this objective AI models feeds into these applications, which are financial close and consolidation, extended planning, ESG, and tax, so that it embeds right into the platform. Now, if we talk about this objective AI use cases, as I was talking, most interesting in driver-based analysis. So I'll give you an example. For example, you want to see. Right now, what we do typically in most of the planning system is we do scenario analysis. So we say that, okay, let me raise the cost price of raw material by 2% and see the impact on my P&L. And then I want to offset it by something, so let me create that scenario. That's the usual way of planning. I have seen it happening since last 10, 15 years in different systems. What AI-based driver-based analysis will do, it will see your, say, 5 years of actual data, 60 months of actual data, and it will tell you that if you are looking at a particular KPI, what are the drivers which is impacting it most. So for example, if I'm looking at cost for, say, automobile company, it might tell me that this bill of material is the, providing 20% of impact on your overall cost. So that's information that is very difficult to find out, because I'm looking at 5 years of actual data and finding this treasure of information, and then I can do my what if and scenario using that information. So we believe that is something which actually gives value to finance professional, because it's very difficult to comprehend by human mind or finding, going through the data. Another important use case, and this is common these days, is basically mixing your predictive intelligence with machine learning. So for example, if you are working in a pharma company, then you want to see that there are seasonal diseases, so you want to input the weather data, you want to input some of your competition data, that what kind of therapeutic drugs they are selling. And then it can give you a better forecast by combining this variable. It will look at what are the variables that give you that lift and provide that. So all of these can take 1 hour each use case, so we'll not go into too much detail, but we'll share this information with you. And of course, this I discussed, there is immediate productivity rise when you have a question and answer kind of a model rather than click-based model. So this Ask AI, which is our Gen AI kind of a feature in our platform, it provides that capability, so you can ask questions and go into details of the data. Third thing is, it should not be a disruption, because finance professionals, although like to change, but it's very difficult to change for them. So we still maintain the connectivity with the source systems the way they want. We provide look and feel which is very similar to Excel. Actually, it is not Excel, but it is just a way of representation of data. And we always believe that it is people, process, and product transformation. So for a successful transformation from today where you are to where you want to be, it's very, very important that you have a right partner, you pick up the right use case, and then you have a partner that can train your people well. I think most of the project, they fail because of improper change management and training. So people will pick up a new fancy tool for say 1 year, and then they will come back again on Excel. So we don't want to do that. So we typically work with our partners who have experience in change management, and they look at what your current processes are. We do this transformation in phases. I think that's very important. So sometimes we miss it because of the new tool that has come on the block. So it is always people, process, and technology, and we follow that cycle. And I'll end now because my time is up. But I'll be here, my team is here to answer any of your questions. It's a topic which is very close to my heart. So do drop in to talk to me. I'll share what we are doing in planning, budgeting, forecasting, and consolidation, and how we embed AI on this. Thank you so much.